Greetings Internet, this is Dustin with myHomeKithome reporting live from, well, my studio. Earlier this week, the Consumer Electronics Show kicked off in Las Vegas, Nevada. The annual trade show highlights the up-and-coming technologies that companies are working on. This includes home automation and, more specifically for our interests, HomeKit products. This year was especially exciting as we saw a plethora of new HomeKit devices. So, we'll go through some of the ones that I was able to track down and see the news on. There are quite a few, so grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get started. Now, the press releases usually begin a few days before CES actually kicks off, and this year was no different. Robin Telecom announced their first HomeKit offering, a video doorbell. That's right. Many people thought that the product category had been killed off by Apple, but that in fact is not the case. It has returned to the HomeKit accessory website and is now officially being offered. The HD camera with 130-degree field of view will be launching later this quarter at an astonishing starting price of $660. IKEA also announced their long-awaited Furter Smart Blind Solutions under the Trod-free system. These blinds will be available in Q1 and Q2 of 2019 at a starting price of $113. They'll come in a variety of sizes, and they will have two color options, a more transparent version and a blackout version. I'm excited about these. You can bet your bottom dollar that as soon as they are released, we will be making a review video. The fine folks over at Netatmo have been hard at work making their products more HomeKit friendly. Last year we saw the software updates that made their Welcome and Presence cameras compatible with HomeKit. They've also been hard at work on a new product, a video doorbell. That's right, this product will be released in 2019 at a starting introductory price of around $200. Good luck, Robin Telecom. The recently rebranded and HomeKit dedicated Eve Systems have announced that they'll be releasing two new products in the first half of 2019. The first being the Eve Energy Strip, which has 3 controllable outlets as well as a host of surge protection features, coming in at $120 more or less. The second of which is the Eve Light Strip, which is 1800 lumens. That's right, 1800 lumens that'll set you back $80. Very, very competitive price. This next one I'm including is a bit of wishful thinking, as they did not officially announce HomeKit compatibility, but Lutron did announce a fan controller for their Caseta line of switches. It's intended to replace a standard fan switch, making your dumb fan smart. Though announced last year at CES, You by Moen will be launching its HomeKit compatibility later this quarter. It'll give us the ability to turn on and off our showers while adjusting the temperature at the same time. The system is a bit pricey, coming in at an MSRP of $12.25, but it seems worth it. Belkin have been making their Wemo line of smart home products more HomeKit friendly. First, they started with the Wemo Bridge, which made many of their devices HomeKit compatible. Then, through software update, they made the Wemo Mini Plug HomeKit compatible. This time around, we'll be seeing a HomeKit compatible switch in the middle of 2019, starting at around $40. Last year, the gang over at Arlo made their Arlo Baby Cam compatible with HomeKit, one of the best HomeKit cameras on the market. And they have recently announced that their Arlo Pro 2 camera, as well as their upcoming Ultra, a 4K camera, will be HomeKit compatible as well. TP-Link is joining the HomeKit game with their Smart Wi-Fi Plug Mini. This will be updated to support HomeKit via a software update in early 2019. Now, we've heard rumblings of the Sensate faucet bicolor gaining HomeKit support for at least a year now, but they are again touting that it will gain it sometime in 2019. Details are still sparse, so we'll see what happens with this one. Brilliant announced forthcoming HomeKit integration via software update later this spring to their switch system. This is a really interesting system. Not only does it replace one of your switches, but it has integration with Ecobee, August, Philips Hue, Sonos. It also has integrations with Wemo, and you're able to control all of those devices via the light panel. It also is compatible with Honeywell. Honeywell also announced a couple of new thermostats that they've been working on. These new thermostats have presence sensors that allow the thermostat to know where someone is so that it can make appropriate adjustments. Sounds a bit familiar, doesn't it? Kwikset has also announced an updated design to its HomeKit-enabled premise lock. I think it looks pretty nice, new modern design. Also, Myton has announced a multiple point lock that will be HomeKit compatible sometime in the early part of 2019. What would CES be without an announcement from Hue? If you remember last fall, Hue announced their outdoor lighting solution, and this year they're expanding upon that with some pathway lighting. Also got some security lighting and some sconces. For me, most importantly, they have created an outdoor motion sensor which has an extended range compared to the indoor offering. This year we also saw quite a few higher-end HomeKit announcements, including Kohler's NUMI 2.0. Now, since there are no toilet product categories for HomeKit, we can assume here that we'll be able to turn on and off the light, maybe have some color control, but also to adjust the heating of the seat as well. C by GE also announced that later this year they will release a full line of bulbs and switches as well as a smart outlet that will all be HomeKit compatible via the C-Reach hub. We'll see how this one turns out in the coming months. The ever ubiquitous and geometrically inclined Nanoleaf were in full effect at CES this year. Now, we're all familiar with the original offering, what was called Aurora at the time. Then they announced their Canvas offering, which was recently at the end of last year. This year at CES, they're announcing a different shape, a hexagonal shape. We're not quite sure when this will be released, but we can be sure that it will be all over YouTube. Somfy is rolling out a solution for your existing blinds and curtains called the Tahoma. This Zigbee 3.0 base station will allow you to motorize existing blinds. They're also releasing a remote control as well. It looks like this year August will be teaming up again with Yale as well as Emtech to produce some new HomeKit compatible smart locks. From Yale we'll be seeing some single hole lever locks, and from Emtech we'll be looking at the Empower, I believe it's just called the Empower Smart Lock. We'll see how these come out later this year. Lawn and Garden Company Gardena has announced that by the end of Q1 they expect to have HomeKit compatibility via software update for their smart water control, irrigation control, sensor, and smart power products. Unfortunately, the robot lawnmower is not included. And I guess that about wraps it up for CES 2019 and their HomeKit announcements. What an event it was, especially for HomeKit. We saw lots of new products, we saw lots of announcements for software authentication updates, Really exciting stuff. But as the event ends, so do the announcements. And unfortunately, that will wrap it up for us today. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know whenever we release a new video. And until next... What's that? Oh, I forgot something. Oh, there is one more thing. Now, Apple usually doesn't have much of a presence at CES. And this year, they decided to join in the reindeer games. At the beginning of CES, they announced that they would be partnering with some television companies to bring AirPlay 2 support. However, what they didn't tell us was that Sony, LG, Samsung, and Vizio would all be bringing AirPlay 2 support to their televisions in 2019. They also didn't tell us that there would be HomeKit support for these televisions as well. Now, at the moment, there is no television support for HomeKit. However, it is expected that with iOS 13 come the fall, that we will be able to see some control in terms of on-off functionality, volume control, input changing, and etc. for these televisions. Big news. Again, I appreciate you watching the video. If you did find it useful, please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, this has been Dustin with My HomeKit Home.